Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn subject English. We will continue learning with chapter number 3.2 Seven Sisters. Students, in this chapter, the seven states, also known as the seven sisters of Northeast India, are giving us a brief introduction about itself. These seven states are the state of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. In the previous part of the chapter, we have already studied about the states of Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. Today, we will continue learning with the next states of Meghalaya, Manipur, and Mizoram. Let us begin with the state of Meghalaya. Hello friends, I am the abode of clouds, Meghalaya. My capital city, Shillong, is called Scotland of the East because of its highlands, fog, and scenery. So students, the state of Meghalaya is telling us that it is called as the adobe of clouds. Adobe means the home. Thus, in the state of Meghalaya, in the sky, you will see lots of clouds or plenty of clouds. The capital city of Meghalaya is the city of Shillong. Because of its beautiful highlands or the hills and mountains, awesome scenery and fog, the Shillong city is been compared or referred as the Scotland of the East. Students, Scotland is one of the best country to visit for holidays. So here the state of Meghalaya is telling us that if we can't go to actual Scotland, then too in our country itself, in the city of Shillong, we can visit it and experience the beauty of Scotland. My people speak English, Khasi, Pnar and Garo. I am overwhelmingly beautiful and everything here is impossibly green and alive. The rolling mist in the valleys, the undulating hills, numerous lakes, waterfalls, caves, sacred forests and exotic flora and fauna are fascinating. Here, julm or shifting cultivation is practiced even today. I have lovely mountains with stretches of valleys and highland plateaus. The rock formations here contain rich deposits of valuable minerals like coal, limestone, uranium and silicate. I have many rivers. So students, further the state of Meghalaya is telling us that the people living there speaks in English, Khasi, Pnar and Garo languages. All these are the regional languages. As there is lots of greenery seen in Meghalaya, it seems to be overwhelmingly beautiful. There are many views or center of attraction which makes us feel fascinating or attract us towards the state of Meghalaya. In the valleys there is mist, there are hills, lakes, waterfalls, caves, sacred or the holy forest and lots of flora and fauna. Students, flora and fauna means fruits or the plantations and animal life. Even today in Meghalaya, the practice of shifting cultivation is carried out. There are lovely mountains with stretches of valleys and plateaus. In the rocks that are found in Meghalaya, there are rich deposits of valuable minerals. The minerals like coal, limestone, uranium, and silicate are found in these rock formations. Also, there are many rivers flowing through the state of Meghalaya. Please come to see Cherrapunji or Mausiram, the wettest places on earth. You can enjoy the forest and scared groves here. I boast of several natural parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Friends, you would be amazed to see the Kriam Light Park, which is the longest cave, and Sairang Maipang, which is the deepest cave. You will enjoy the panoramic view of Bangladesh from here. Do come to this pine fresh mountain state during the Wangla festival in autumn. Students, the city of Cherrapunji or Mausiram are known as the wettest places on earth. These are the places where there is continuous heavy rainfall. Due to heavy rainfall, this place is known as the wettest place, and the cities of Cherrapunji and Mausiram are present in the state of Meghalaya. Also, there are many forests and sacred groves in Meghalaya. Students, sacred groves means the trees or the group of trees which are being worshipped by people living there. A lot of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries can be found in this state. Among the mountains and hills, there are many caves in the state of Meghalaya. From those caves, the Krim Liat Prar is the longest cave and also the deepest cave in Meghalaya, Shrang Piang Caves. The state of Meghalaya is just adjacent or nearby our neighboring country named Bangladesh. From the high hills or mountains of Meghalaya, we can see and enjoy the panoramic and beautiful view of our neighboring country Bangladesh. As there are many pine trees grown on the mountains in the state of Meghalaya, it is also referred as the Pine Fresh Mountain State. The important festival celebrated in Meghalaya is the Wangla festival, which is celebrated in the season of autumn. Students, now let us learn about the next state. The next state is the state of Manipur. Let us read what the introduction Manipur is giving about itself. Hey, I am the fourth sister, Manipur, the jeweled land. I am proud to be the jewel of my mother, India. I am also known by my nicknames Kanglepak or Sanalebak. My capital is Impal, where you can see the cyclist velodrome. Many of my people belong to the Mithi ethnic group and speak Mithi or the Manipuri language. I have the credit of introducing polo to the Europeans. So students, here Manipur is telling us that it is known as the jeweled land. Students, jewels are the beautiful and the precious stones. Thus, the state of Manipur is one of the important and precious states of our country India. And Manipur is feeling very proud to be one of the jewel of our country. The other names of Manipur are Kangleipak or the Sanalaibak. The capital city of Manipur is the city of Impal. In the city of Impal, we can see the cyclist velodrome. Students, velodrome is the track which is designed specially for professional cycling events. Many cyclists visit this velodrome for practicing their cycling skills. Many of the people belonging to Manipur are a part of the Mithi ethnic group and they speak their own language, that is the Mithi or the Manipuri language. The sport of polo is very famous in the European countries. The state of Manipur is telling us that it have the credit of introducing this sport to the Europeans. It means the sport of polo was originated or first played in the state of Manipur and later on it was spread to the European countries. Now let us read further what Manipur tells us about itself. My people's staple food consists of rice, fish, large varieties of leafy vegetables, both aquatic and terrestrial. But our cuisine is so different from the rest of India. So students, from this paragraph, we get to know about the food habits of people living in Manipur. The staple food of people of Manipur is rice, fish and leafy vegetables. The terrestrial as well as the aquatic vegetables are eaten by the people of Manipur. It is also said that the cuisine or the food made by the people of Manipur is very different from the rest of India. Now let us see what makes the cuisine of Manipur different from that of our cuisine. It is due to the use of various aromatic herbs and roots that are peculiar only to the state of Manipur. Some aromatic or the scented herbs and roots are specially found only in the state of Manipur, which makes the cuisine of Manipur delicious and different from that of the rest of India. Blessed with an amazing variety of flora and fauna, I am a home to a host of rare endemic plants and animal life here. A treat for the eyes is the Kaibul Lamjao National Park, an adobe of the rare and endangered species of brown Atlanted deer. This ecosystem contains 17 species of mammals. It is the only floating national park of the world. You should come to see the Lothak Lake and floating islands. So students, the state of Manipur has a huge variety of flora and fauna. It is also a home to the rare and endemic plants and various animals. All those plants and animals which are on the verge of extinction are known as endemic plants and animals. In the national park named Kaibul Lamjao National Park, we will find a variety of rare and such endemic plants and animals. Students, one such rare and endangered species of animal is the brown Atlantic deer. This deer can be seen in this national park. Also, this ecosystem of the national park in the state of Manipur contains a total of 17 rare species of animals or rare mammals. Students, the unique speciality of the Kaibul Lamjao National Park is that it is the only floating national park in the whole world. It means this national park is situated on water and it is floating on water. Also in the state of Manipur, we can see the Rohtak Lake and many other floating islands. All these places are a site to visit in the state of Manipur. Students, in the end, the state of Manipur is telling us that our Manipuri dance is one of the most acclaimed classical dances of India. The folk dance of tribal people captivate the beholders with their exotic costumes and simple but graceful rhythm. You should not fail to witness the Manipuri martial arts Thang Ta and Sarit Sarat. So students, the state of Manipur has its own special Manipuri dance, which is one of the most acclaimed classical dances of our country. The tribal people have their own folk dance which captivates or attracts the attention of all the beholders or the people watching the dance. This is done due to the exotic costumes and simple but the graceful rhythm of the tribal people dancers. Also, the martial arts of Manipur are very special. The Manipuri martial arts named the Thang Ta and the Sarit Sarak are worth watching, and we must not fail to witness this martial arts. Students, now let us learn about the next state of Mizoram. Hello, I am Mizoram. Mizoram implies land of the hill people referred to as cookies. I invite you to see my land of lush hills, sheer cliffs, serene lakes and waterfalls. Rolling hills stretched across hundreds of miles, and the plains and valleys are covered with lush forests and thick bamboo groves, green paddy fields, vineyards, teeming with diverse wildlife. My regret is that not many of you come to visit me. Well, traveling in Mizoram is a little difficult, but it has its own reward. The natural beauty here is exquisite and must be seen to be believed. So students, among the seven sisters, the fifth state is the state of Mizoram. Mizoram is the land of the hill people, which are called as the cookies. The state of Mizoram and all the cookies are inviting us to see the land of Mizoram, which is full of hills. It has many lakes and waterfalls. Also, there are rolling hills which are stretched across hundreds of miles. A large portion of plains and valleys are being covered with lush forest, and there are groves of thick bamboo plant. Also, there are fields of green paddy and there are vineyards, and we will also find a diverse or a great variety in the wildlife or the wild animals. Thus, in Mizoram, there are a variety and lots of things to which we can visit to watch. But students, traveling in the state of Mizoram is little difficult because the state of Mizoram is covered with hills and mountain ranges, and very less portion of the state is occupied by plains or the plateaus. Thus, the hills and the mountain areas make it difficult for us to travel. But if we want some sort of adventure or trekking in experience, then traveling in the state of Mizoram provides us with such best experiences. The state of Mizoram is covered with a variety of natural beauty which must be seen to be believed upon it. Let us continue reading further. My capital is Aizawl, and from its scenic location you can get a captivating view of lush emerald Tuang River Valley in the west and the Turial River Valley in the east. The museum in the heart of city, Zarquat, portrays the culture of Mizoram with a splendid collection of costumes, artifacts, and historical relics. So students, the capital of the state of Mizoram is the city of Aizawl. The city of Aizawl itself is a scenic location, and from it we can get a captivating and a beautiful view of the lush emerald Tuang River Valley, which is located towards the west of Aizawl, and towards the east is the Turial River Valley. Thus, from both the directions of east and west, the city of Aizawl is covered with river valley. In the middle or in the heart of the city of Aizawl, we will find the museum called Zarquat. The museum Zarquat portrays the culture of Mizoram. In this museum, we will get to see a splendid or a wonderful collection of costumes which are used by the people living in Mizoram. Also, we will see some of the artifacts and some historical relics which will give us the information about the history of the state of Mizoram. The Palak Lake is the biggest in Mizoram and covers 30 hectares, that is 74 acres. Do you know that it is believed that the lake was created as a result of an earthquake or a flood? Champai, with its fertile vineyards, is known as the fruit bowl of Mizoram. I am also host to numerous species of birds, wildlife, and flora. You can visit the 2 national parks and 6 wildlife sanctuaries here. Mizo is the official language and the most widely used language. So students, the biggest lake in the state of Mizoram is the Palak Lake. The Palak Lake occupies a total area of 30 hectares or 74 acres. Students, do you know how was the Palak Lake created? Don't worry students, I will tell you about it. It is believed that the Palak Lake was created due to a earthquake or a flood. A great earthquake and a flood made the creation of the Palak Lake. As Champai has fertile vineyards, it is known as the fruit bowl. Also, Mizoram is the host of numerous and various species of birds, animals, and flora, that is, plant life. There are 2 national parks and 6 wildlife sanctuaries where such species of birds, animals, and flora can be found. The official state language of Mizoram is Mizo, and most of the people living in Mizoram speak or use the Mizo language. So students, this was all about the state of Mizoram. We will study about the state of Nagaland and Tripura in the next session. Thank you.